Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully you all are doing rather well today. We're going to be playing some D&D with the Cult Witch. They've been in there piling up a little bit as more people come in. We're missing a few peeps this session at the moment. One will be running late and one will not be here. Ash sadly has stuff going on, but hopefully she'll make the next one. It happens when we all have lives. Open up my tablet and let me get focused on my screen here. There we go. Oh yeah? Just go ahead and do that while they talk about what they're going to talk about. Great way to start off stream. Make sure I have everything here. Turn on microphone. Am I safe now? You just need to put like some double-sided tape on the bottom of it so that way you can just tape it to wherever you need to tape it to. No. As you look around, you are in the crater. You are the crater. You've become one with the ground. I mean, it is. I wish. At least for they're not that bougie. They're not like Gamer Fuel where they're like you need a full like refrigerator in your background of just nothing but Gamer Fuel. Might be gamer fuel on that one. The Sonic one. Peach rings. Stream, it'll only get worse from this, I promise. I'm letting all the sillies get out. As best I can. I think Smurf was more confused the fact you said you were chewing with the front of your teeth or the front of your mouth. Whoa. It only makes it better, you know. Suspense and distance builds fondness and affection. She's very silent today, almost like as if she can't hear or talk to me. What's wrong? What if I tell you? What if I tell you to roll a d20? No, we're not. No, I'm just fucking with you. FYI, everything you rolled will not be saved. Just pointing that out. Now, if I roll the first time and it's a nat 20, that means the game's rigged, and I didn't mean for it to be rigged. Mm-hmm. Which... Yes, sir. Which I'll pull that up right here. Especially if you're using digital dice. Well, that's fine. Now, if you're doing that impression, Michi, you have to like take your hands like an accordion. Like you gotta move them. I seen. I mean, I can. They're in on it. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, at the current moment, there's only one viewer, which could possibly just be me. Oral pineapple. At least according to my phone. I don't have the viewer count on my actual OBS. Thanks. Well, I'll give you 6 minutes. That'll be 6:30 then. Hmm. Hey, appreciate the follow, Beast. I haven't gotten a single like follow or sub or anything since starting this, so that's the first time of me actually hearing the thing off. I was like, "What's that sound?" And I'm like, "Wait a minute." And I was like, "Oh yeah, there's different like alerts and stuff for my D&D screen. I forgot." There we go. It happens. I usually take the VOD and highlight the VOD, and then export. Well, I've been playing too much Wukong and Elden Ring. To be fair, if it's Black Ops 6, unless you're a sweaty person, it's not going to be casual. Yeah.
Oh God, no.
You want to know what's you know what's funny? I didn't have to deafen myself the first time because apparently OBS hasn't been picking up Discord at all.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so we could have said anything.
Yeah. No, what was it? Blizzard. Microsoft like held like a giant meeting, and essentially it was like the TLDR of it was Blizzard, you suck, do better. Activision, you can do better, so do better.
You can do better if you not do it.
That's fair.
Yeah, because like adjusting for inflation, comparing like COD's numbers now to like their 2012 or 2010 numbers, they're making so much less money, which is crazy because their games are more expensive and they have all of the microtransactions, which also Microsoft is like, we're not gonna keep doing this. We're not gonna keep supporting you guys if you continue with the microtransaction shit. So
that's the Fortnite footsteps right there.
Oh God, yeah. Well, that's EA in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, fucking dude, EA's dead. Ubisoft's dead.
Then you gotta think there's a lot of people, including COD, that try to mimic Fortnite because they look at how Fortnite was made. That's why Warzone's now free. And
yeah, well, the difference is Fortnite was free. COD is still $80.
Well, Warzone, which is their like battle royale, that's no matter what free.
Right, but to level up those guns in a way that doesn't take you like 80 hours of gameplay, which is the point. Like they're like, well, if you want the easy way to level up these guns, you got to pay us money.
This $80 on this fucking game.
On this dog shit trash game, like terrible.
Give it the hawk tour.
No, shut up.
It was fine with the sound effect.
No, it wasn't. It had to be said.
The fact that she started a fucking podcast called Talk Tua,
Yeah.
It's just like,
get
bro.
You a snackle box for Christmas, so shut up.
When you said the name of the podcast, I feel like it was like I want her first guest to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right. I don't know why. I just feel like that needs to be the first one.
I'm here. I'm on Talk Tua.
I've come to Hawk Tua.
Get to the tour.
I know a lot about the Hawk Tua. My nanny, she was giving it to me.
Whoa.
It's not a Hawk tour.
Here's the issue though. If we have
it's not a Hawk Tua.
That means we also have to have Jesse Ventura, and we can't have Jesse Ventura. He's only going to say one thing the entire campaign. If you've seen Predator, you know.
Bunch of slack jawed. You guys know the rest.
Alrighty.
Go on and finish it for us.
Everybody ready now?
I'm okay.
I mean, I will say it. I don't give a shit. It's your channel.
For me, I'm going to say, please don't.
No.
Nerdy's like, Nerdy's over here. No.
No.
The camera's not picking it up. I'm sweating, but it can't tell.
All right. Go ahead, Nerdy. Go ahead.
Previously, the last time we played, this is a recap.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, there you go. Make it better.
Do I need to hit the launch game button?
Not yet. You don't have to worry about that.
Until we have maps to look at.
Yeah. Recap. Seeing a new point of view as we started the adventure last time through Thrawn, looking for his friends, he managed to find a new one in the form of the Dragonborn barbarian Acra del Merivia, which, if I said that incorrectly, yell at me now.
Elmira.
Del Miriv? Okay. Apologies. It's the twang. I'm not very good at talking.
Twang.
Yell, not, politely correct him.
As well as getting caught up in the notions of what his friends had done around the city of Neverwinter. The Diddlers, which I still might add, has not changed any.
Wait, is that our fucking groups?
Yes.
You're welcome.
We have the bard to thank for this.
You all came back together with your new dragonborn friend. You all began to make your way towards the town of Waterdeep when the garrison of knights went by in a rush of what seems like a vital emergency to the group. You all rushed out towards them to see what had happened, having moments of embarrassment along the road, as well as seeing how harsh nature can be as you went by a group of newly spawned turtles attempting to make their way to the sea, but unfortunately falling prey to numerous predators. As well as going through long nights without rest, especially the one where you were ambushed by humanoid-looking birds who had seemed to mimic sounds of nature itself, to which you all had shown, or even proved your mettle with new abilities. As that battle came to an end, the rising sun gave way for a new day, to which you had made it to the town of Thornhold, where you all saw a huge crater in the middle of it.
My lord, the diddlers have made it to Thornwood. I had to mute, bro, because I was fucking dying over it.
You're good.
That's what I first thought of. I was like, my lord, they've made it. The diddlers, they've made it to Thornwood. God help those people.
As you come upon
Their souls.
Thornhold, you see a keep turned town on this peninsula to cliffside off the high road which you've been traveling. A plain gray stone comprises of a central keep and two long towers in the background. And right in front of them are walls standing approximately 15 to 20 feet high. You don't really know from where your distance is, but you can see little slits in between, particularly for bowmen or people who shoot crossbows, are evenly spaced upon its facade. Embattlements such as ballista and catapults are along the tops. Adorning the walls are bramble-like vines that are an ebony color with light purplish tint to them. Within the walls, you all can see what appears at the glance of buildings comprised in combination of brick and wood, some plaster and mortar, with a cozy amount of space outside the walls where campsites and even roaming travelers and merchants and all that are around. As you all get there, you see a whole plethora of traders, and to your all's own eyes, you just see Aurelia drift off into the crowd of traders and other people coming by, seeming like she got called or halted away by someone that she may have known, that you all do not. And with that, I'll say welcome to Thornhold.
Yay! Are my pants back on yet? Did I get a chance to put those on?
Did you put them back on?
I really don't remember. I really think I've been cruising.
No, he
full
put
length
it. No,
in
no,
pants.
he put him back on.
I did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like you made such a big deal out of it that Nerdy went and made it cost you an action.
May have. I don't remember.
I'll say this: roll a history check. Just it's not a high DC.
Forgot his pants.
Him or I?
It'd be the one that forgot his pants.
No, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense.
We'll see if you remembered to put your pants on.
You'd think I learned to keep my mouth shut, but
Nope.
It's not a terribly high DC.
oh Jesus Christ, 10.
At least you're not taking damage.
Well, that I know of.
You remember like grabbing just like the front crotch part, pulling it up, and you're about right there. Like they're above, they're blocking everything. They're not showing off the goods. But you've managed to pull them up, yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say if you rolled badly, just all right. Now roll a d6 because you tripped over your pants that were around your ankles.
Oh my God. All right.
As you all stroll closer to Thornhold, you can see about maybe 5 to 10 feet of the wall has been damaged by what apparently has caused this crater. And in the inside, you can see, as they all the buildings stand probably about 5 feet above this wall, you see a portion of it that looks like a quadrant of whatever was there is either no longer or it's just been turned into rubble.
Bet that hurt.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
As you
See
all
a see a hole. I need to fill a hole.
begin to filter into Thornhold, you're passing like different like bazaar type traders that have different like artifacts, different things that they're selling, clothes from different lands as they've come and strolled by and just set up shop. Or you've even seen some people come from outside of the walls of Thornhold to sell any wares that they may make in Thornhold or gotten from anywhere off land.
Khajiit has many wares.
Shut the fuck up.
You're not my dad.
Anything, anything we
You said there's some some of the traders are selling clothes.
a whole manner of things.
Perfect. I'd like to seek out somewhere I could get a new cloak. Mine was damaged in the last fight we got. It's pretty torn up. It looks like shit, and you know I gotta keep myself in good shape. You know I gotta look good. I gotta look better than the Bard, even though he gets more action. But fuck him.
Sorry, buddy.
Not
Rounds,
literally.
rounds of shape.
Make a perception check for me, if you would, please.
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, hold on. Fuck.
Maybe it wasn't so good.
No, it was. It just I tabbed into my other Firefox and not my D&D Firefox.
Damn it, man.
Unnatural 20. 30-20.
Unnatural 20, okay.
Dirty 20. I haven't heard that before. I like that.
Did I not have? Oh, I did not.
Outside of chat or game, real quick, do we need to find the video of Brendan Lee Mulligan doing all the different variations of Dirty 20?
No.
But it's so funny.
Give me 1 second.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it though?
Is it?
It gets a little deep.
Yeah.
you can
Filthy 20.
if you asked your mom about me, she'd see the same thing. So.
Ahem.
You better watch out. Your girl about to whoop your ass. Yo, hold on. Actually, turn your camera on. I want to see that.
My camera's on.
Yeah, his
It
camera
is?
is on. We're just gonna see
Yeah.
a shoe come flying in from out of nowhere. Just
Do you not see my camera piece?
No.
That's awkward.
I was gonna say I see his camera. The only person that doesn't have
Sucks
his camera
to suck.
is you and I, piece.
Hold on.
Whoop.
Okay.
Oh,
What a loser, this piece guy.
Oh, there it goes. Now it's here. Oh God, now I wish I hadn't turned it on. Hold on, disable.
wait, I'm back.
If I leave and rejoin, will it unfix itself?
As you're wandering around, you got a dirty 20.
Year.
Or
You manage to find a small-looking man who goes by the name Eldon Dunbin. As you come across him, you see he has a manner of different clothes and whatnot, all seeming like they're from a different land. You're not entirely well. Give me a standard intelligence check. You're fairly smart. You might know it.
who?
Buddy, I'm drinking Budweiser. I am not smart.
Your character is smart.
it's called saving money. I think that is smart.
Yeah, that's a good point. You said intelligence.
You see?
That would be a 14.
You know that they are farther down south, past Waterdeep, looking like the makes right around Baldur's Gate. Right around
So
that
how
area,
do you-
but not particularly from Baldur's Gate.
Oh. How do you feel about indentured servitude, Mr. Southern Man?
He looks at you. One eye looks like it has like a scar going across it, so he doesn't have that eye anymore. And he looks at you almost like it's almost like he's gone blind in that eye, like it's white and cloudy. He looks to you, and you just hear a.
You know, fair enough. Anyway,
No.
exactly. So I fucking pull the cloak around to like over my arm. I'm like, you got any of these? I'm not particularly interested in any color. I don't care. It's mostly to keep my skinny ass warm. This one, as you can see, has seen better days. Uh, I would salvage the material, but there's nothing left to salvage. It's bad. Uh, if you've got any of these, I'd like to take a look at them.
You hold up the cloak in all of its entirety. He kind of looks at it in perplexity, and he's kind of looking at you. And then he walks away for but a brief moment. He looks like he's mulling around for something in particular. As he comes up, he pulls out this weird, like, it almost looks like headphones, but they have two horns on them on both sides. And he says, "What did you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear a single word you just said there."
Oh my god, I bet he could hear you whisper.
Fuck.
He can hear what you had for dinner last night.
You want to fuck me? What did you just say?
I like this guy.
I'm looking for cloaks. I want a cloak. This one's torn up. I need a new one. They keep me warm. I don't particularly care about what color it is. As long as it's as long as it's just a nicer quality one.
Not talking about cloaks.
Do you have coin?
I'm just gonna hold up my large coin purse.
He kind of reaches a hand out like as if he's gonna grab it.
You don't want to do that. Don't do that.
He says,
Just keep it here.
Is this not payment? What are you paying me?"
Well, I gotta see the cloak first, guy. How do you do business here?
He sits there for a moment, scratches his head, and he's like, "Eh." And then you see him get off of like a footstool almost, and you realize he is a gnome. He is very small.
Oh, he's adorable.
He goes around, and as he goes around, he pulls out like little bits of different fabric. One is like green, almost velour type fabric. Another one appears to be just like kind of what you would think like a bed sheet is made of, but it's a nice like purple. He's like, "I can either fix up that one that you have there, or I can attempt to fashion a new one, but it might take some time."
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd pay you extra to fashion one out of that green color right there.
Green? And he says, and he starts kind of like taking the tape measure and out and whatnot, and he's taking like your seams, and he's like, "How long do you want this? Do you want it to be like down to the back of your ankle, knees, to the tip of
Yeah,
your-"
just above the ankles, so I'm not like tripping over it if I gotta walk backwards, but I can use it as a blanket if I need to.
Yes, okay. And then he sits there for a moment, and he's jotting down like all of this, and then out of nowhere he just comes up and he goes, he looks at you and says, "Hey, how are you doing today?"
I'm doing well. You were just about to make me the cloak.
I was?
Yeah, the green material you got sitting over there by your step stool. You were taking my measurements just a second ago. You've got that little thing right there in your hand. If you see, you marked the measurements out.
He takes a brief moment, looks down at his notes. He's like, "Oh, that's right. So sorry. My memory fails me in my older years."
That's all right.
Fucking idiot.
Said, "What do you say?" As you can see him kind of like take one of the horns on one of the ears and kind of like adjust it. He's just looking at you deadpan, just like, "Did you say something?"
No, I didn't say anything.
His
Fucking Smurf loves this character.
Oh, this is great.
He's gonna recruit him to the party.
he kind of like squints his eyes. You'd be like, "Okay," and then he just goes back. He starts drawing more up. He says, "It'll probably be ready." And he starts kind of drafting out some of the fabric and whatnot. He's like, it might be about, give it a day, maybe 2, and then I can give it to you. I'll be here. And you see he goes to look down at his wrist, and it's like a sundial attached to his wrist. And mind you this, you're inside of a tent, so there's no sun.
This is great.
You get the new, how's that work out for you?
How did both characters get dementia? Like, I'm just confused.
Hey, little buddy, I don't know if you ever think about leaving your tent. You want to come with us? I would.
Did you go with him into this tent out of curiosity, or are you still outside?
No, I think I wandered in there because this shit's great.
He sees you come in. He says, "How can I help you now?"
I couldn't overhear a conversation, and I'm less than overly excited to meet you. You sound like such a nice fella. Got any plans to stay in this tent, or would you maybe want to come on a little adventure?
Make an insight check.
On it. Why?
When are you gonna learn? Stop talking.
I can't pass this up.
I mean, if he says no, it's not like he's not a bard. Like,
What'd you roll, bud? It looks like that's the face of defeat right there.
That's a not happy look.
I don't think this old man's coming.
I'll give you one guess.
Oh, he's a bard. Somebody will be coming.
It's
Trust
in
me.
that one.
He's a bard. Somebody will be coming.
As far as you
That's
can tell,
beautiful.
he has no ambition to leave this tent at the time being.
He just has a stroke.
You know, like, you know,
What was your name again, little guy? I gotta have your name.
Eldon Dunban.
You done been talking, all right?
you know, Moose, we could just, like, take him.
His eyes gets kind of squinty. He's just kind of taking both of you all in, and then he looks to Thrawn and be like, "Can you get the pretty boy out of here? I don't particularly like him."
Yeah, it's just, Moose, just step outside with me here for a moment.
You gonna be forceful with me?
If you want me to be.
At least just give me a little smack on the rear on the way out. Tell me I did a good job. Do it.
Good game.
Do it.
As this
Come on.
happens, this elderly man has this very small child's wooden sword, and he's holding it up as if it's a real one. He's like, "Get out, go on."
Yeah,
You sure you don't want to come with us?
Make a persuasion check.
Daggone it.
That's good for you. What are you talking about?
What is... Actually, yeah.
It should be good. You're a
I was
fucking
gonna
bard.
say you're a bard. That should be one of your best stats.
19.
There it is.
There it is.
He looks at you, perplexed at the simple fact of this notion and what has transpired so far. He tries to start walking forward and realizes that the sword that he's been holding up is his cane, and he falls on the ground.
Moose, Moose, can I talk to you for a moment?
I don't think we need to leave him laying there. Let's help the little guy.
He's still holding on the ground. He's like, "Oh my God, please help me. I think I broke my hip."
Oh my gosh, Dad, chill.
I think I made the ultimate character. Hey. He's now taking the other free hand. He's taking the free hand and is trying to crawl forward as best he can out to get help.
We're not skipping over that. I'm sorry. You gotta give us a fucking minute. Holy.
I think they just broke each other.
I think I broke them, and I didn't even mean to.
Whose fucking kid was that?
It was Smurf's kid.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude! You gotta thank her after this session. Holy, that just made it.
He finally crawls outside, crawling on the ground with a broken hip, to seeing the rest of the party, which would be
They broke
Thruder.
down.
Thruder. Oh, Lord. It would be Thruder, Hekra. You two are the only two that see this old man crawl out of this tent.
Somebody stop me.
I'm trying not to be I'm mute.
Oh God, sorry. I'm sorry. That was great.
No, you're not.
I'm not, but that was fantastic. Oh, yeah, that's kind of want to chase after him a little bit. Like, oh, somebody stop him! That's my little buddy. He's hurt.
I mean, he's outside right now. He's being watched by everybody at this point. He's outside the tent and he's still on the ground.
Can I'd like to try and make it to him and try to pick him up, kind of like you would a baby, I guess.
Make me, since you're helping him out, make me an athletics check with advantage. Just see if you can pick him up. You have advantage.
All right. God.
I seen the face and I was like,
There's no way.
did you roll 2 nat ones?
No, I rolled 2 2s, but with you said athletics check,
Yep.
so it's 5.
You tried to pick him up, and as you pick him up, you realize he's a little stouter than what you would imagine. This old man. He looks old and frail, but he's fairly, he's dense. He's a thick boy.
Good God, little guy, what'd you do? Shove a bag of rocks in your butt?
He says, "Get off me! You're the one who hurt me, please! God, anybody!"
No, Daddy, no!
At this point in time, he comes right to the feet of Thruder. He's just crawling, he's holding on to your boots, please, for the love of God, help me. That bad man, and
Just with one hand,
I
just reach down,
have
pick him
broke
up,
you,
and
Dad.
pick him up.
you can make me an athletics check with advantage as well.
22.
Without a doubt, you
Is he gonna throw him?
you kind of grab him where a belt would be, no problem, and lift him up, and kind of bring him to your you're face to face with him while holding him.
It's just,
He proceeds to look
Careful
at
with him. Careful with him. I think he's hurt.
He says, "Can you take me over there?" He points to another tent. It has as you can see, it has just a bottle on it that it looks like the inside is painted with red and blue on both sides, as if it's potion bottles.
sure, but what the fuck happened?
He takes the toy sword and points right at Moose and be like, "That man hurt me. He tried to recruit me, and I went to walk, and he didn't tell me I was using my cane, and I fell on my hip."
I had no idea that was his cane. I did nothing intentional this time. I would look at him.
Look, I can.
I'll take you over to the medics, but
I can
will
back
let
it
you
up.
know, he's in my party, so you sure you want to go with this?
He looks at you and immediately he goes back and he says, he looks at you and he's like, "Who are you again?"
I'm the one who's unfortunately in charge of the one that tried to hurt you.
Who hurt me? Why does my hip hurt?
Oh, he's amazing.
Over here.
Can we keep him?
Look, all I'm saying is I would be okay with him staying around because it's the only thing that Moose hasn't tried to fuck that he's in love with
Yet.
yet. Listen,
That
look,
ring the mother.
he easily had the ability to attempt to try. Okay. Listen, he could have tried if he wanted to, and he restrained himself. This should be a proud moment for us, for Moose. Okay, we should be proud of him. He had every opportunity to try to assault this man, and he didn't. And at least I'm proud of him.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's going in my front pocket.
And now I'm. And
He's got to get healed so you don't break him even more.
And now I take it back.
Are you taking him to the tent he pointed to there, Thunder?
Yes.
As you walk into his tent, there's a wind chime on the outside that as you hit it causes the lady behind the counter to look up. And as you walk in, she sees this half-orc carrying this gnome like nobody's business. And Shimi looks over and looks at him. He's like, "Oh no, not again." I was like, "What did he do?"
I don't know. He came crawling out of his tent and going, "Help me," and then pointed over here.
She proceeds to open up what it looks like a bottle of red liquid and tells him, "Take this before anything else happens." She's like, like he just starts guzzling down that, and then immediately he gets right back up using the sword to pick him up, and he says, "Fit as a whistle."
Does he remember what fucking happened to him?
You know what? Let's roll D20 and see.
For our friend's sake, well, let's hope not.
He rolled a 16, so yes, he at the very least remembers you. You know, he remembers you holding him and walking into your. Other than that, he knows the woman who's been here and been healing him.
Wake up!
To which he looks up and he goes, "Ah, Thalia, thanks so much that you gave me that. These hooligans, I don't know where they're from or who they are." And she proceeds.
Who you calling a hooligan? I carried your ass in here.
He holds on to like the side of the counter. This time points up the toy sword at you through and be like, "That man is an upstanding gentleman to society. Give that man a medal."
I'll take it.
To which Thalia says that I can't do that. I'm
Well, put
like
me in for
you.
recommendation.
All I was trying to do was buy something from you, you old bastard. You're the one who tried to walk without your cane. All right, don't
Be
fucking
nice.
call me a hooligan.
I'm still working on this. Be nice. Stop it. You okay, little buddy?
He immediately ignores Moose and goes straight to Thrawn and be like, "Who are you again?"
I'm your father. Your mother just didn't have the heart to tell you.
"Oh my God, Dad, it's been so long."
Did you get the milk?
No, I didn't get the milk. That was a lie.
They told me you were an adventurer like I used to be. Who am I? Who are you? What's going on? Who am I?
Moose.
A group of dudes just walked into a nursing home and just started talking to the first guy they saw. Like,
That would be such a fun group trip. The boys go to the nursing home. We all just pull up to a nursing home and just start fucking with the first guy we see.
As this
man.
as this is all transpiring, he gets up and takes his toy sword, which is his cane, and walks back to his tent. As far as you know, he still has the notes, so he may or may not make your cloak. You don't know. Got to come back in a few days.
Oh god.
I don't know if it's worth. I don't know if I want to pay that guy any money. I think he needs some serious help. Like,
We haven't
To be
paid him
taken
anything
care-
yet, so
I really hope he changes his mind. I think he'd be a great addition.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
What? I was legitimately concerned.
as this
Listen.
is all happening, Thalia's just sitting on the counter, be like, "So sorry about that. He is a bit much at times. Is there anything I can help you with?"
What was that potion you gave him that made him feel all better?
Make me a... what do I want this to be? Make me either a perception or arcana.
I don't think it's gonna be good on either front. Wait, you said perception or arcana?
Yes.
Oh, it's an 18 then.
You look at this and immediately realize it is just your standard healing potion that she gave him.
Could I buy one of those? I really haven't been feeling too well.
She says, "Most certainly. How many? And if I don't have enough, I can always brew a couple more up. Might take a couple hours."
What's the price of 5? If I bought 5 of them.
5 healing potions. That would be she's doing like air math, like she's taking her fingers and kind of like, yeah, she's doing exactly what old pineapple's doing. She said,
I really.
She says for
See,
5 of them,
numbers in the
it's
air.
20. It's 25 each. So for 5, you'd be 125 gold pieces.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. So
Come on, play it, man. You know you want them.
we're just gonna do one potion, and I'm
And-
just gonna pass her the
Yeah, that-
25
that's
gold.
all. That's all. Yeah.
I was gonna say at that point she'll give you 1 healing potion. You can add that to your inventory now, and she'll take your 25 gold. And she proceeds to look at it. She's like, "Is there anything else?" She's like, "I have more than anything. I have greater. I have different potions that, as far as I'm aware, I've just been concocting and been making as I've been going along my travels."
Where they're safe.
Do you have anything that can keep things upright?
Make a persuasion check.
As soon as I found my damn dice, where the hell did it go? All right.
That means you don't get to roll.
No, dang on it. You said a persuasion?
Mhm.
Oh, 16.
So she's like that.
I forgot, yeah.
She puts up this superior healing potion at that point in time, and she says, "Maybe this will help you out some."
Will it help, keep things up? Straight up.
She's looking at you, be like, "You mean keep yourself up? As in on the ground, standing 2 feet?"
Something like that.
And she looks at you, and she's like, "You're already standing pretty tall."
I might fall down.
She
What's this lady's name again?
Thalia.
Talia?
Thalia.
All right, yeah. Listen, doll, I hate to tell you this. He's asking if you have a potion that will allow him to breed for an extended period of time without his breeding stick failing to work for him. Does that make sense to you?
Out of the game for a moment. I don't like the name breeding stick at all. I'm just gonna point that straight out. That made that so much worse.
She now kicks you out.
She looks at Moose, and underneath her blue eyes, you see like a bit of blush come over her. Not exactly porcelain white skin, but more. She's a little bit tan in the ways of like a farmer's tan almost, because she's been obviously out here where all the traders are and such. And she blushes and she's like, I no, not that I'm aware of. And she's
All
like,
right, well, look, keep talking to him because obviously it wasn't for me, but he's a fucking weirdo, okay? I'm out of here. I'm just going to walk out.
So the only 2 in here are Thruder and Moose.
Yeah.
Someone's got to keep an eye on him.
Don't fuck the potion lady.
As this is going on, Acro, is there anything in particular you're looking for throughout this whole bazaar?
No, I think I'm enjoying the comedy. I'm just eavesdropping on everybody.
As this is all happening, we're now going to go around real quick. How is everybody looking HP wise? Because I forgot to ask that at the beginning.
Not great. That's why I was trying to buy the... Actually, I'd like to cast Cure Wounds on myself, if that's quite all right.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm sitting at like half.
I'm at 34 out of 41.
Okay.
I'm actually full health.
That's right. You went like Thomas the Tank Engine and had like flames and smoke come out of your mouth last time. I remember that now.
That's right.
Fucking
Hooray.
sick as hell.
Does anyone else need health?
I'll poke my head out, Shaq, and be like, I hear someone say need health.
Yeah, that's what you heard.
Feeling pretty healthy. Do you need some health?
Why would I ask? Why would I ask? Why would I ask? Are you a fucking
Just wants to
moron?
give you a health shot.
I'm just doing a checkup. It's a house call. It's common courtesy, right?
I'm gonna give him a shot. Never mind. I'm just gonna go back to going through my backpack.
As this is all happening, we're gonna turn to a different person that hasn't been particularly part of this adventure yet, but it is getting ready to join. As we go now to the seaside docks at the bottom of this cliffside peninsula. A ship just came in. Its name, as it appears during this scene, is known as the Winged Whisper. It pulls in the dock. You all see the board that they pull across from the ship onto the deck. You see different things of feet, boots, shoes, all that come across. And then a peculiar looking foot which looks exactly like a bird's talon. Peace, if you would not mind, could you describe your character for us, please?
As of right now, he's cloaked in all gray. He stands about 4'10". He's a little guy, small frame. The only thing you can really see from him at first is the big gray and black beak poking out of his hood as he's trying to shuffle past all the people. It looks like he kind of leans over the edge of the board and throws up into the water.
As you come out and look at the cliffside of this town, you see that what stands are placements for like what looks to be like an elevator to pull cargo, or even depending on the nobility of people themselves. You also see a mixture of wood into stone, and even parts of the way up becoming part of the cliff, like as if it's been drilled out to be coming up to the top city. You're also seeing a variety of different workers, from ones pulling in different boats to people lugging around heavy crates and moving merchandise. As you ascend up this winding wooden/stone stairway up into Thornhold, you come and see that there are a plethora of people out and about walking around the city, both talking about the crater, being like, what happened here, what happened over there, and people running to where this crater is, trying to see if they can catch any glimpse that they can of it.
Moose, what did you do?
You all aren't there yet.
Oh,
You're still outside
sorry.
the city.
So we're still
Terrorizing other people.
gallivanting.
As you come around, you see a weird looking shop. On the inside of it, it has different artifacts and different like knickknacks, all made of a variety of different things. Like you see a dragon handcrafted and all of its intricate details put into just wooden different paint jobs. You see wooden ships made even of what appears to look like the ship that you brought you in. As you are acclimating to this new environment, do you walk in?
Yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? I like to meet new people.
He's not talking to us.
Oh, I know he's
Yeah,
not.
fuck face.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ. No, yeah, but before I walk in, I just kind of get really, really close to that little dragon, to the dragon statue, and I'm just kind of staring at it for a second. Like, inspecting it super, super close, because I've never seen anything like a dragon before, so I have no idea what the fuck it is. And then it makes me curious.
I will say, just for the simple fact of detail, make a perception check.
Make a perception check?
Mhm.
Where is that? Right. I'm blind? Cool. Ironic thing to say for a perception check.
It's thinking about it. Is it thinking about it? All I see is a 1d20 plus 1. Oh, there it is.
The 6.
You, just from looking at it, since it's behind a window, it appears, since you're not very big on woodworking and its intricacies, it looks like a fairly somewhat standard dragon with just different painted scales, different painted like backward-esque horns coming out from the top, and it has teeth that look to be like a brownish yellow color from the type of wood that they used.
The design, I don't know much about woodworking, but the design of the creature itself has me really curious. So I want to go inside and ask him what it is.
As you walk in, you are immediately greeted by what looks like a porcelain doll. To which I'm going to ask Beast, what does this doll look like?
So, the doll, one half of it is almost pristine. Its main features are made of porcelain, but the appendages are wood to be fluid and stuff. One half is basically Two-Face in the form of a doll, but different. One is just completely pristine, well dressed, and just black shirt, white pants, formal type clothing. But on the right side, the doll is just marred and scorched, and looks basically if you threw a doll in the fire for about 20 minutes and then pulled it out, let it cool, and it's charcoal bits along the arms. It looks fucked up. And the first thing it would say is, "Who goes there?"
As you make, actually, I'm trying to see here. Make an insight check for me, Peace, if you wouldn't mind.
I mean, really, Beast, all he had to say was just look at me right now. That's how my character looks. He didn't have to do all that describing.
I'm missing a few of the burns. I've got skin grafts now.
15.
Looking at this doll, you are not entirely sure if it is the proprietor, as this is your first time to this new land, or if it's one of the artifacts itself.
I would say if I am in the shop, having heard it go off, kind of like my doorbell, I would probably come out to the front.
Do you want to walk on out and present yourself?
Yeah.
You,
Hold on. Let's go. I pull out my little packet of paper and I start trying to draw the doll, like
okay.
for my own personal records.
Just for fun of it, roll a performance check. See how you do. Just for funsies.
$18.
It is like almost like someone taking like charcoal from artwork. You're kind of taking it like you're turning the pencil sideways, going around, and it is immaculate. It is. You are.
It's the greatest drawing you've ever done.
God.
And as you're drawing this, you hear footsteps come out. To which now, Beast, if you wouldn't mind telling us what your character looks like.
So it's very much kind of engineer's look. And I have like black powder around the cheeks, or just kind of like dirt marks, or I suppose. Been tinkering with stuff in the back, kind of trying to put new projects together, and working on the store in the back room. You know, whatever's back there, you don't know.
You don't know, fucking loser.
But I'm completely black.
I already
black
don't like this
clothes.
guy.
But I'm wearing completely black clothing. It's a little jacket over a bro top, so it's just like black tank top underneath with black coat over top. Got a little toolsman belt around me for like wood crafting, metalworking, glassware, stuff like that. Um, and as I come out, I just lift my little goggles, and I'm like, "Ah, customer, what are you doing over there?" I'll just like start making my way towards you.
You're all seen now.
What is this thing?
This is one of my finest toys. I didn't actually make this one, but I found it on one of the adventures out in the city, working for a couple of people as I do, and it just so happened to come into my hands. Basically works as my doorbell. It's not living or anything, so don't be scared of it.
I find
I
it
see.
really interesting. Do you have a name for it?
Actually, don't. I've never given him a name. I'll think on that. I see you're actually drawing him. You got an eye for the arts. That's really good.
Yeah, I'm new to all this. There's so many things already just in your shop alone that I've never seen before. I'm trying to make a record of it all.
Can I make a perception check to notice that he is a birdman?
Go for it. And I will say if he wants to hide himself, he can. I'll let him roll a deception, and you'll be rolling against his deception.
I won't roll a deception. There's
Oh.
no need for me to hide.
Okay.
I will say though, can I make a check to see if he has weapons on him?
You can make an investigation check, yeah.
Before I get too much closer to him.
I got a 13 for perception.
13, okay.
Okay, this light is like. Oh, sorry.
I only got a 4.
Going off of beasts first, you realize that he is indeed a bird person. You see the beak, you see the talons coming out at the bottom, and aside from those, that's all you see. And as far as the investigation, it looks like he's unarmed.
I will say, have you done art for a long time? I'll say, because this is just, it's actually really like, I've crafted quite a few of these toys in here and sculptures, but this is fantastic drawing.
Well then, Well then, here you take it, and I'll just give it to him.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah,
Can I have your name at least?
we.
Squee. I am Ed Lord. It's nice to meet you, Squee.
That's what you go. I go to reach my hand out, but as I do, I accidentally stick. This is going based off my low charisma. I accidentally stick his hand with one of my talons.
Is there anything you do as a reaction there?
Fuck. It's all right. It's all right. I noticed. I should have been more careful myself. I poke myself all the time. All right.
Then I just take his hand and start dabbing it with the edge of my cloak. Sorry.
No. It's fine. I have plenty of cloths around here. Don't dirty your clothes. And I cast prestidigitation, clean it off of his clothes.
I was gonna say, as he comes and bats it up a little bit, he shows a little more. You can now see somewhat more of like the feathers that adorn his arm as he pats it and brings out to do that. And with that, you prestidigitation himself. His cloak is clean, and any other.
I'll do it on myself as well to get the little bit of blood off my hand, just as a little power play. Magic.
Question: does the prestidigitation only target the area where the blood is, or does it target the entire cloak?
It cleans like a certain area.
I would say if you're holding on to him, his body is the area. Therefore, it would probably clean him entirely.
You instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic. So I can cover 1 foot of whatever.
I'm a commit.
Okay. Well, that section of the cloak goes snow white.
Oh, so this man's gray. Like dirt-laden cloaks, basically.
And I just kind of looked. I was like, I forgot what this even looked like. I've been on the boat for so long.
Where?
Can you clean the rest of it? And I pull out a couple pieces of silver.
Oh no! Hey, keep your silver to yourself, woman. Would I actually know? But is there a lot of? I guess I don't know if I would know Aarakocra, the race? And B, if I do, would I have an inkling of where he came from?
Make a history check.
Do I have anything in history? That is a 3.
You have no idea where they could come from. As far as
I'll
you know,
just say-
this is the first time you have ever encountered one.
You're like, holy shit, this eagle's talking to me right now. What the fuck?
Holy shit, this bird is talking to me. You got some Fruit Loops, cuz?
medieval America. This is crazy.
He got some Fruit Loops. Cut is crazy.
I'm like, no. Seriously, it's on me. So you just gave me a fantastic picture of somebody who I've never seen like you before. Please, like, I'd just like to have a chat. You free to check out my shop for a bit if you like, and I'll just every 6 seconds prestidigitation until his cloaks are clean and stuff.
As you do that, the rest of the cloak continues to turn stark white till the cloak is completely stark white.
Question.
And yes,
Where's your local historian?
local historian. Well, I don't know if you saw the people in the street, but there is quite a bustle right now. Whether or not it's still standing or even open right now, I'm not sure. But I'd be willing to take you there, and honestly, there's no one else here. I can close up shop and we can have a walk.
Sounds good. If we can, let's stop and get some food on the way.
Oh, that sounds
All
great.
they
Yeah, I
had
got a
was
little bit of money. I'll
molded
get you
fruit on the boat.
something. We'll get you a nice sausage on a stick.
Stub my toe.
And then I'll close up shop, lock the door behind me, and we'll head on to the streets and look for the library.
As they are now leaving, we are now going to turn back to the fort outside in the bazaar still. What are you all up to while they are doing their thing?
I have no idea.
Could be looking for more places to buy stuff. Could be making your way toward the city. It's up to you.
I think I'm gonna just go ahead and be like, hey fellas, I'm gonna keep going into the city. I got some. I don't want to look for anything. That lady kind of put me in my place with how much that shit was gonna cost. So I'm not feeling too great right now.
You want to check back with the gnome about your cloak and see when that might be ready?
He told me like 1 to 2 days, so I'll probably swing back around here in 1 to 2 days and just see. I don't even know if he's gonna make it. I really don't even know if I want to go back to check.
Sure.
Honestly, it's
I'll go
just
with you.
kind of. That doesn't make me want to do it anymore. Actually, it makes me want to do it less.
Do I make you uncomfortable? Is that what this is?
No. You
Yes.
broke the man's leg. We were there for 5 fucking minutes, and that guy almost ended up dying. And you didn't even touch him. That's how cursed you are.
So
Why would I want to bring you
How was
back
that
in
my
there?
fault?
It's just your presence. Your presence just brings this like.
You worried about me? And Big Nuts over here picked him up by his waistband, whatever he's got going on there. Carried him around.
Yeah, and
like
brought him to a healer.
Broke him.
I didn't touch him.
Yeah, that's what they all say. I'm sure you didn't touch him, pal.
You were there. So this
yeah.
is he said thing right now. You're
As-
lying.
As this is going on, I would like you all to make a perception check. And if you are exhausted, you do with disadvantage. If not, you still make it with disadvantage because of the size of the crowds and stuff around you.
Me included.
Just the 4 outside.
Just the 4. Okay.
13.
14.
Not one.
Huh?
Buddy's over here with his eyes closed.
Suitor got on that one. We got a 13 from Thrawn and 14 from Moose.
11.
11.
What's
okay.
where? Ooh. What if I roll a 1?
As you all look into the sea of people, Thruder, I'm gonna make a reference that only you're gonna get. You are like Zorro in One Piece. You have no idea where to go. You are starting to walk away from the city.
Fucking better.
I love that reference, dude. That was so good.
That's awesome.
Only he's gonna get the reference. Like 4 of us get the reference.
Hey, I don't know who all watches One Piece or anime here. I don't assume.
No, He pretty much saw what was going on, immediately said, nope, and dipped.
He had the amount of confidence thinking he was going in the right direction, come to find out he was going the wrong direction. Until Moose comes by and grabs you by the scruff and basically pulls you back into the way where you're going.
I want to have a contested strength check for this.
Are we doing this again?
Struggle.
Oh my fucking.
Your big ass better not follow me again.
Contested athletics, go for it. Let's see.
Gosh.
While
As-
they're fighting,
Oh,
can
good luck.
I try to eavesdrop on all the gossip around and see what's going on around
What'd you get?
the city?
You can. Your perception was 11.
Yeah.
The only thing you are hearing from different people, there are old rumors of apparently there being an entrance to the Underdark underneath the hold that people are going on about. They are talking about how a star has fallen in the city. They are talking about different ways that Waterdeep and Neverwinter are causing prices of things to go up, go down. Just the fact of being a town in between. Aside from that, that's about all you get as far as rumors. And then what was the thing for the athletics for you two?
What'd you get?
I want you to go first so bad because I'm really happy with my roll, so I want you to do it just to know if I'm going to be mad or not.
25.
I'm gonna point out he's a barbarian, so either way.
No.
Or no, he's a fighter.
I got a 22. That's why I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, my athletics.
Even though he's going the wrong
close.
way, he's so confident that he starts pulling you with him to the other way.
Wait! This is not the way you want to go.
Until Thrawn
Stop.
immediately kind of like sits there and kind of waves his hand, like trying to get the attention of Thruder, so that way he'll finally turn back around.
Why?
Guys, it's fucking this way. We came from that way.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Get him.
If you can't get his ass, what do you think I'm gonna do, guy? What do you want me to fucking grow vines around him and pull him this way? No.
Yeah,
No.
you could. Do you see what
Yeah.
I'm doing?
And
Do you
then he's
see-
gonna. Yeah. Do you know why you're allowed to do that? Because if he gets too mad at you, you can just fuck him to death. I can't do that. Okay? I can turn into a spider and run away, and that's about it. Get hit. Just fucking come this way, goddammit.
Hey, dummies, let's go to the city and see what this fallen star is.
You want me to let go?
I guess. Fuck it. If he wants to go that way, like, let him
You.
be. Oh.
At this point in time, the only thing that's happening is you see the way that I'm imagining this is you have Thruder in the middle, in the back. You all are in a V formation with Akra on one side and Thrawn on the other, and then right behind Thruder is a dragging by his heels Moose. You all are making a dust cloud as you basically bulldoze your way through everyone else.
All right, gotta move, everybody.
As this happens and as you get closer, you start to see more presence of just what looks to be what you would assume is like law enforcement for this town. Along with that, you start seeing familiar knights as you see knights holding like a banner on one of their pieces of armor of Neverwinter. These are the knights that you all proceeded to try to catch up to.
They are the knights that say,
Hey, fellas, those knights that we were tracking, a couple nights ago, they're here.
Just want to let go and back. Where?
Right there. And I'm gonna point at the knights.
As he points at the knights, you see that a lot of them are still masked over from where you cannot see their face. They are heading towards the town even further in. And the more and more as you walk and get closer, you start to see a different presence of not exactly a knight, but they are the town guards. As you all are walking further and further and further, a dwarfish female looks at you all and says, "Be careful, the barons are currently cordoning off certain sections since the star apparently fell."
Yeah, well, we're here to check out that star, so
Are
we're
you the
gonna.
star that fell?
Keep
She
it in your pants.
she looks at you.
No, it's fine.
She looks at you all and she says, "Just be careful. There's a whole lot of different people in here. We even have people from Waterdeep. It seems to be we're the talk of the whole entire Sword Coast at this point."
Yeah, well, we'll go check it out, and if they have a problem with us trying to check it out, then we'll fucking handle it.
Alright. As you all walk even closer, this time you can make a perception check as men. Unless you are exhausted, and then obviously disadvantage.
We're all exhausted.
One of you isn't.
I got a
Not true.
Got a nat 20?
yeah. So where is it?
You're good. You
22.
14.
9.
Said, I had a 19.
going through. Lowest one being Moose, I believe, with 9, correct?
Yep.
You see just a ton of people being not exactly ushered away, but kind of being put on like a wall, being told to basically disperse, go about your business as usual, so on and so forth. Thrawn and Thruder, you all look around. You not only see the knights or whatnot, you see the Knights of Neverwinter kind of going around and patrolling, making sure they're kind of acting as both the police of this part of Thornhold, just kind of going around checking, make sure no one's trying to like think about going in, making plans to try to steal anything, stuff like that. And with the nat 20, you see, as my tablet closes on me, you see that there are an ungodly amount of different, like from the barons from this town, the Watchful Order from Waterdeep, and the Knights from Neverwinter. On top of that, you see these giant, like almost 7 foot, 8 foot tall constructs who are meant to look like knights and have tower-like shields, even coordinating even further in that crater.
Yeah, I think we found what we're supposed to be checking out here. Lady who said we should go check out the star. Akra, whatever your name is. Listen, you can give me the bird all you want. It doesn't change the fact that your name is like one syllable and I don't care to remember it, okay? I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Gotta work on your people skills.
I lived in a forest for 270 years where all I saw was my cousins, and I hate my cousins.
Forest, huh?
Yeah,
What else was a strange
sadly,
life.
it wasn't nothing like what Moose would want to happen ever happened. So, and I do mean sadly. Take with that what you will.
Oh, he will.
I think we should hang out more.
Honestly, I could use your. You got some good people skills. You seem to be getting around a lot. I'd love to hear how many children you have that you don't care about.
As you all are talking, one of the knights is still dispersing. Everyone, please go about your business. Nothing to see here. Everything is all right. You see a couple others sifting through the rubble, looking for different things. Like almost looks like they are still trying to figure out the source of this crater, as well as like anything that may have crashed that they're trying to help give back to the people who may have lost something that they lost. They're still telling you all to kind of, go around. There's another. They point you down towards the other entrance. That's probably, give or take, like a 20-minute walk down that way, and you still see like a whole bunch of different like carts and stuff coming in and out, where it's just different traders from the city also still coming out and different things going in and out.
Yeah, I will not be doing that. We're here to look at that thing.
Show him don't we still have does he still have the letter from like the king, or did we get something saying we're on business?
Roll a history check, see if you still have it.
Ooh, nat 20.
As far as you are aware, at the very least, there are two you currently, Ash was the other one, but she's not here, that have your paper. Ash still technically has one for Thrawn because he wasn't there to receive it. He just got the pouch of money.
Right. I'm too good for the, notes. Well, fuck, dude. I say, I kind of tap Moose on the arm. I'm like, show him. Fucking, what are we doing? What are we waiting here for?
Mine walked away.
Did it now? Okay. Do you have your fucking paper from the guy, the royalty guy, king? Was he a king? Was he a prince? Who cares? Do you have the paper?
Fuck if I know.
Can you look in your backpack, you fucking idiot?
You know what?
Jesus
I will
Christ.
throw you over a wall.
Turn around. I'll look in your backpack then, you lazy bastard. Jesus fucking Christ. Can I look in your backpack since you don't want to take it off and look in it? But the whole point that the whole reason we're here in this part of town is to look at this fucking thing. They're blocking it off. I'm not going to talk my way through them. So unless you... I was hurt, okay? I had bad dragon soup. What do you want me to tell you, man? Those fucking gnome rolls were not good. I should not have dunked them in the dragon stew. It was a bad idea, okay? Jesus Christ. You guys got the letters. Fucking, I don't have mine. Moose used him to clean up his after happy time. You're the only one who's got one. Show it to the knights, or I swear to God, I'm going to have to start killing people. I really don't want to do that. These knights seem like nice guys, and they're just doing their job. It would suck if they just decided, to randomly get arrow in head syndrome. It would be a really bad day for them.
Hey,
show them the letter.
As
you're excited to be here right now, aren't you?
As you're sitting there, this knight hears just the word kill, and immediately you see one of these constructs that are behind him start to lumber forward.
Okay, this is what I mean by people skills. Is
at this point in time, he's saying, please, go about your business, go along, and they start to now kind of push you to the other, like, not forcefully, but they're just kind of taking...
a little forceful.
Are they like herding us with their horses?
No, they are all on foot, and they are basically... The best way to put it is, like, imagine a thing of riot shields, and they're literally just kind of, like, taking you and pushing you to the other... They're trying to push everybody away from this area, with you all included with this sea of the crowd.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely not...
We're on official business. We do have a reason to be here.
One of the knights looks at you, and he's very, like, you can't see his face, but he looks very perplexed. He's like, what do you mean?
We were told by the king that we needed to come look at this hole. So I would like to look at your hole.
Persuasion check.
Where'd it go? Oh, 19.
He looks at you and he's like, the king told you to come here, but then... And he looks at the rest of the knights. He's like, why didn't you ride with us?
How do you know we didn't?
I'll roll to see if he has...
That's a really good fucking question.
Yeah.
It's a pretty... I mean... Let's be real here. That's a good question.
He's strong, but is he smart?
He rolled a 14, so he's... That's with no modifier. He's like, we have orders from Lord Neverember himself to come here, as long as we were also supposed to meet with the Watchful Order. Where were you?
We were saving some turtles that were getting attacked.
Make a deception check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, okay. I'm gonna
Damn.
see. I'm gonna see if he can roll a wisdom save. If he can roll a natural 20, because that's what he needs. Because he has no modifier. And no, he got a 13. He says turtles. He's like, he's still perplexed. He's like, we didn't see any turtles.
Well, if you had like looked off to your left side while you were going through wherever the fuck we were at, who cares? There was turtles. They were being attacked. We fucking killed the thing that was attacking them. We fell behind. We still managed to follow you guys here. Look, it's been a long fucking journey. I'm very tired. Just let me look at the fucking hole. Me and my group, we gotta go in there. We gotta see what's going on, and then we have to report back to Lord Who's It of Who Cares.
Make a
So that
persuasion
we-
check with at disadvantage.
Oh, that's not good. That's an 8.
Oh, that's not what you want.
He starts to immediately push you all away, to the point of where now the construct has now come up and is kind of like looming over the night, kind of basically telling you, please move along, or this is going to be what you face.
Guys, if this is how you want this to go, like I don't know if you know what a main character is. None of you had fathers to tell you stories growing up, so you don't know what it is. But listen, we're it. I don't think you don't win this. There's no outcome here where you like are magically on top. It's not gonna happen. Just fucking let us go take a look. We're not gonna bother you guys. Hell, when we're done, we'll help you guys herd the fucking people out of the way. If that's what it takes. But we gotta get in there. You're stopping us from getting in there. It would really make me sad. None of you have wives. Why am I even worried about you guys leaving widows behind?
Jesus.
It would make me very upset to have to leave the fucking, wherever the fuck you guys are from with how many, is it 1, 2, 3, how many nights are there? What is that? 1, 2, 3, fucking however many of you there are, nightless, okay? I don't want to do that. It would weigh heavy on my conscience and on my soul, and I'd have to pray a lot to get it to go away. You don't want that because you don't want to be fucking pushing up daisies. So you can continue to push us, and then you will be pushing flowers up through the grass, or you can stop pushing us.
Shut up.
No.
Make a strength check for me there.
Strength. Oh, fuck. That is a 12.
Can I roll intimidation or deception to get us past them?
You can roll, but he's currently getting ready. He's now got to the point where he's getting ready to arrest.
No, he's getting ready to try to arrest.
He got a 14, and he's got a +3.
20.
I have vines that I can make come to the ground. I don't give a shit what he has. He's gonna have a real bad day when he can't fucking walk anymore.
I got a 20.
Are you doing intimidation or?
Let's do deception because I feel like he's done enough of all that nonsense.
I'm gonna say if that's what you're going for, roll a disadvantage because he's. Let's just say this is already a stressful and tense situation for them, and he's already to the point where.
8.
as this happens, another knight notices you trying to help, and yet again starts kind of pushing along. And he tells you, he's like, if he's with you, please move him along. And now this time you're starting to see like five of the knights and 3 of the mages are coming up now to assist along with this construct.
I'm all for the action, but maybe we don't win this one quite at the moment. My pants are still a little loose. I haven't properly tightened them up yet. So
Okay.
I'll ask nicely if you just want to shut the hell up for a minute, and that's coming from me. All right?
Fine. All right, fucking take over, and I'll just kind of like.
If not, I'll piss the big guy off, and he'll move you. And apparently, I'm really good at that.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah, no, that's true.
Come on, let's hold hands and just walk away.
Fucking friggin', fucking.
And just to stir the pot, I'm gonna reach in my backpack and pull out the letter that we were given.
Fuck you.
I almost had to kill a lot of people, and you had it this whole time. You are a bastard. You know that?
With that, we're gonna take a small break, and then once we return, we will now go back to our 2 friends there in Thornhold. Other than that, though, for everybody, we'll be right back here in just a few moments. We were making sure.
We were making out. What?
Not yet.
With you?
Alrighty, everybody.
That hot mouth.
Everybody peed, pooped, took dogs out. Anything else in between?
Yeah, yep. I did all of it and didn't even have to get up.
Yep.
Nice.
Impressive.
Convenience. I like it.
I just went and grabbed another beer and then had a cigarette.
Another
I
beer.
got some bourbon.
Another beer.
What kind of bourbon?
So
Free?
1792.
No, I don't have that one. It's a brand called Peerless. I've never had it before. It's not too bad. It's really oaky. Like, really oaky.
Free, like, expensive bottles of bourbon from time to time.
Did you like strategically, acquire this?
It started. Some guy gave me like a $400 bottle of bourbon because I made an honest mistake and drove home with his keys to his building in my pocket. But he gave me that for bringing them back, and then just I don't know. It became a thing. Like I'll be in people's homes and just be talking, and if they have like a massive like bourbon collection or whatever and stuff, I'll just be talking da da da. And they're like, "Oh, I got a bottle for you. You can take this home and try it." Da da da. I'm like, "Okay."
I've got a job to.
Buddy's a bard in real life.
Yeah, he used his bardic inspiration.
I sent a picture to like Pineapple and some others. One day I had one house give me 3 different bottles of bourbon.
Yeah.
That was the day he rolled an at 20.
Yeah, kinda.
No, that was the day that he got the fucking, like, what was it, the 12-year very old Saint Nick?
No, that's the first one.
My statement
Yeah.
still stands.
Yeah,
That's before he even knew what D&D was.
you're right.
I'm still waiting for you to get another bottle of that.
It's so strange that it like
Nice.
the way Smurf plays now. Fucking you like it's hard to tell that he's a new player. But with that, the way fucking Peace plays, you can tell he's been playing for a while.
I'm ready to have fun with Bird Person.
Gotta meet Bird Person first.
No!
This is
As we come back together now, we now turn back to Squee and Ed Lord, as they have just exited Ed Lord's supposed realm of curiosities out into Thornhold itself. If you all wouldn't mind making a perception check as you all come out.
You can take these perception checks and shove them up your ass.
Is it everybody or me and Squee?
Just you and Squee.
no.
The others are currently still moving around past the wall after the altercation that they had.
That I could have totally prevented the entire time.
I rolled a 19.
A 19. Okay.
Yeah, I got 18.
You all look about as people are coming and going. You see mostly a ton of like sailors pulling up with different crates going to different businesses. Some are fresh fish, some are different forms of what to you all would be gyms, but to them
I walk over to the fresh fish guy and ask him if I could buy 3 from him.
as he pulls up, he looks to you. He's like, "Oh, I'm just the one delivering them. I know if you go a little further in town, there are a little bit of everything down that way, as far as I'm aware."
How much do they charge in town for fresh fish?
And as he looks perplexed for a moment, as the DM looks at his notes, because there's actually a thing on his DM sheet. He looks to you, and for a brief moment, as I would imagine you all are walking and talking, and says this. He's like, at most, as like this, the cheapest munch I've seen is 3 silver pieces. Depending on where you go, maybe a little more, depending on what all you're wanting.
Let's kind of look around at the top cart and see the 3 fattest ones. So, like, how much would they charge for those?
He looks at them. He's like, those are probably gauging from what he remembered of how much the crate itself weighed as he's carrying it. At most, this whole entire crate's probably about 1,000 gold pieces, but those 2, or you said 3, those 3 probably run you about maybe 5, maybe 6 gold pieces each.
Can I take a moment while he's talking to Fishman and just kind of like do what I don't know her yet, but Akra did, and just kind of like listen to what's going on around me at this part of town.
Sure.
So if I give you
Any
seven,
extra information.
so if I give you 7 gold, you'll give me 1, right?
He looks at you. He's like, "I'm not the proprietor, the one selling it. I'm just taking it to the main, so that way I can get paid."
I'm paying. Okay, just walk off.
14 for perception.
He looks kind of perplexed for a hot moment, as he himself has not particularly come in contact with a person of your race. But he's also like, "Was that a bird, or was that?" And he's like, he kind of just shakes his head. He's like, "I'm not gonna question it." He continues on his day as he goes into the center of Thornhold. And
I whisper as we go by, and I'm just like, "It was a bird." Yes, I'm just as confused.
Damn, I'm caught.
as
No, just keep walking.
as you go through, you hear the talks of how the Watchful Order has great interest into what this crater is, as they don't know if what has come down is something from here, and by here you don't know if what they're talking about is from the town, someone else, don't know if it's an attack. You also hear that there are a plethora of just different, from the Watchful Order to the Knights of Neverwinter to even a few creatures and things that you yourself have never seen. And along with that, and for just you, since you've been here long enough, you also know that you've been hearing rumor of a entrance to the Underdark underneath the central hold and keep, that giant tower that's in between the two towers. You've heard that there is an entrance to the Underdark that way.
Right. It's actually really good. I guess we'll just keep going on our way towards. Where you want to go, Squee? Still hungry after that smoked sausage?
He just kind of looks.
Haven't
He just
gotten
kind of
there
looks
yet.
back at the fisherman guy. Just looks back at you. Yes.
Man, already. Let's just head further into town. He doesn't know where he's going, but I'm gonna lead us towards the crater a little bit to try to get another peer at what's going on, like towards the center, and I'll also keep an eye out for any food stalls that may or may not contain fish.
As you all walk around, people coming and going, if you wouldn't mind giving me one more perception check.
Yes.
This time at disadvantage, because since you are going towards the crater, more crowds are going to be more dense.
That was good too.
So the disadvantage is to be -1, right?
Okay.
You roll twice, take the lower of the two.
Another 14.
Well, I can tell you right now, if I roll lower than that, I'll be very surprised.
It was gonna be a 17, became a 14.
Okay.
Damn.
Holy shit! I rolled lower, a 3. I am so focused on finding fish now that I saw that and I smelled that, dude. I'm not really focused on all the hubbub of the people around me. I'm just looking for the food stall.
You are so food focused. You are.
He's
best
hangry.
Best way to describe it is if you've ever seen like just a bird of prey sitting someplace and just sitting there with its mouth gapped open, with like its tongue kind of lolling out to the side very little. That is how you are right now, there, Squee.
How animalistic is Squee looking like? Is he about to take off and look for fish?
He is. He doesn't look what I would call like. He's not. I wouldn't say super duper starving, and more of his discipline and his mind is what's kind of keeping him straight and focused at this point in time.
Okay.
But all I will say is 3 weeks on a boat, molded fruit.
I'm gonna be a little mean. I'm gonna try to subtly cast Prestidigitation, make him smell the moldy fruit again.
Damn. Damn.
It's just
Do you want me to roll anything for that?
Do you have to? It's literally staying in the rest of my clothes, in my nostrils.
I mean,
Yes.
the difference would be you knew I cast it, or you don't know I cast it.
I would say the one that is doing it, roll an Arcana, and the one that's going to happen to it, make a Wisdom saving throw to see if you can discern if it's actual food that you're smelling or magic.
You have to.
His wisdom actually should be pretty good.
Somebody's going ham
10.
on a dog toy.
Oh yeah.
Pieces are rolling the wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 10.
My DC is 14. So if we want to go off that.
Just roll me an Arcana just to see how well the magic has taken hold in this moment.
Okay.
This is just for funsies.
That's a straight 10. It's a 10 and a 10.
As far as you can tell, Squee, there's food around and you can't tell where. You can make a perception check to look for it if you like.
It's coming from his face.
Another 10.
Okay, Ash.
Rolled with the
you're
Thumber
okay.
Chad dice set. I see that.
Thank you.
Rolled what?
It tells me the dice you rolled. It said rolled with the Thumber Chad dice set. As you sit there for a brief moment, Squeeze kind of like... The best way I can describe it is if you've yet again seen a bird of prey and it's looking for things, its head's turning and you can see his iris, like both kind of straining to look around as it kind of keeps turning his head more and more, taking in more of the environment, looking for the food that he's smelling, to no avail of not finding any at the moment.
Gives me a good cue onto who this guy is, or his personality. So I guess we'll just keep going into town. Like I said, I'll look for fish. I'm sure he.
With the 14 you did earlier, you start to see more and more of a law enforcement type presence going around. As you are getting closer and closer, they are doing checks throughout the thing, kind of holding a perimeter as far as making sure what's going on close to this crater. As you all, are you making your way closer to the crater, or are you going away?
Yeah, as close as we can get without like drawing the eye of the guard or whoever's on the perimeter. I would assume it's them.
As
Don't worry, we've already made a disturbance for you.
as you go to
Sneak
look
right on in.
and even further in, you realize that some of the guard has pulled back. It looks like they've shifted from within the city to outside the city a little more. You don't know why. You just see that some of them have pulled away.
Tweet, you wanna go check that out? So I know it's not the library, but it looks like something's going on here.
Sure.
Sure.
I just kind of I look at him, and I can see the kind of urgency around me, and I just sigh real deep. Pull a molded apple out of my pocket and eat it.
I can't create food yet.
Roll me a con save there, Scree, if you don't mind. Let's see if it makes you sick. It is a moldy piece of fruit, you never know.
Yeah.
I think he'd have a
Can't
pretty
do
good
nothing
idea,
about
given that he.
moldy fruit, so.
I think he'd have a pretty good idea, given that he was on a ship eating nothing but it for her. How long?
I rolled a 17.
You bite into this moldy thing fruit. You feel a bit of what feels like throat coming just to the point, and then you just by sheer will hold it down, and you feel surprisingly fine. As
Continue along to
You
where
gonna
we're
cast
going.
prestidigitation again and make him smell fish now?
Fucking good.
as
I was like, I got this thing on rapid fire, baby.
as you get closer and closer, you start to realize that some of the people have kind of wisened up to some of the things, and including some of the food vendors themselves have started selling near the crater so that way they can get tons of money. You come across a burly dwarven man who has like a black and brown bandana tied above his head. He has what looks like a wok over a fire as he is currently making, as far as you all can see, an assortment of different dishes. Right now it looks to be like a mixture of like braised fish inside this wok with like lemons and different spices and all that.
Yo, sweet. Look at that.
You ruins it. We likes it raw.
Well, shit.
No.
Okay.
I didn't know Gollum was a bird person. That's a new Lord of the Rings lore for me. Write that one down.
Squawklem, squawklem.
Yeah, that was great.
As this
I
is,
just kind of no. I see it cooked. I do, who I am. I prefer raw fish. I just kind of look at it. You can tell I'm not exactly thrilled with what they've got. So I'll wait.
as he's sitting there cooking, another kind of burly man, almost same in stature, although this time he's not wearing a bandana. He has like I'm gonna call it a butt cut, and if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean, where it's parted down the middle and coming to both sides. It's short, it's a little shaved on the sides with his beard coming down and braided. He looks to you, he's like,
Oh, are you talking about like that the guy from the fucking Disney movie with the Lorax, like his kind of haircut, the bad guy from the Lorax movie?
kinda,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kinda, just a little bit more butt crack esque.
a little more, just a little more.
Got the
Alright.
McDonald's right on the forehead. Like,
Yeah.
The
As-
ba da ba ba ba, he gets no bitches.
as this is as he's doing this, he comes up to you. He's like, "Is there anything I can get you all?" He presents you all with like it's like a very poorly written menu on a scrap of wood.
I'll tell you what, just bring us some raw fish. Just not cooked. Just, please.
He looks at you and says, "Raw? You don't want it cooked?"
I'm positive, sir. Please. Please.
He looks at both of you for a minute. He's like, "Is that one or two fish?"
I just
Three.
no. I stop him and like, hold on. What are you? These fish are all locally sourced, right?
He looks to you. He's like, "As far as we know, we get them from different merchants that come into town from the seaside."
So, but they're caught in these waters out here, yeah.
He kind of sits there for a moment and he thinks he kind of turns back to the cook. He's like, are these? He's like, and you see the cook kind of shrug, like as if he doesn't
Look,
know.
I don't care about the quality of fish. I don't care what you do with it. I'm just curious if you caught it in the waters out there. That's it.
He looks to you and he's like, as far as we know, it's been caught. He's like, do you know where it's been caught?
How far from the water are we right now?
You all,
Like, I'm asking out of game. I'm asking you.
you currently are on you are on the Sword Coast in a peninsula cliffside, like up a side. So you're near, like you are on the ocean side. You are
Can I
right
just
on the
fly out
coast.
to? Can I just fly out to the ocean? I look at the menu and look at the prices. I just kind of look at them. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go fly out and see if I can just catch fish myself.
You
Why the
can-
fuck am I gonna pay this guy? I'm a bird.
Hey, you can most definitely try.
That's my thought process when I see the prices on the menu.
You want to know the prices before?
The bird has
You-
become
the man's already
self-aware.
The man's already told me 6-7 gold apiece.
As he looks at you in the raw fish, these are not as thick or as big as the fish that the man was carrying beforehand. But these are probably right around, as you look at the thing and I look at my DM screen, these are probably around 1 gold to 2 gold.
I just kind of look at him and throw 4 gold on the table.
And he looks at you and says, 2 fish for this one, as he's a little perplexed from just seeing just the beak. Like, that's the only thing he can see from with the hood up on you.
Yeah.
And he turns back over to Head Lord, and he's like, "One for you."
I don't want anything. I am at a sausage.
He looks to you. He's like, "Okay," and he has like a tiny little notepad. He's like, "Raw fish."
You don't even have
X2."
to cut it up.
And he looks at it, he's like, "Okay," and he shrugs again, and he goes to like a weird looking container on the side, and you see that it's filled in an abundance of ice. This is like a wooden crate full of ice. We've introduced coolers into D&D.
I'm just face palming this whole time, waiting for the interaction to be over and this man to get his fish.
He takes out 2 things of fish and just lops them on the counter where this is all coming from. He says, "That'd be..." He takes the 4 gold pieces and he's like, "That's all I can do for you. I don't know if there's anything else you'd need or want. Did you want anything else?"
I look at him, and the half of the first fish is already gone.
The tail dangling off the side.
The tail of the fish is just sticking out the side of his beak.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just tilt my head back.
He just watches this and just like bewilderment.
Emotional damage.
I just kind of I look at both of you.
I'm
I
just
ripped
letting
2
you do
little
your thing.
pieces off. Is there salt on the table, or is that a rarity at this time?
It's kind of just one of the things just hanging around.
Okay.
He can
I
bring
ripped
salt.
2 little pieces. I ripped 2 little pieces off, and I just dip them each in salt, and I just scoot them towards each. Try it, and then I just demolish the rest of the second fish.
Not any different from sashimi. I'll just down a piece.
Can you now make a con save there, Head Lord?
It's fresh fish. Shit.
You don't know that.
It's also from the sea.
That is a 10.
You feel a bit flustered. Your skin, even though being as pale as it already is, feels like it goes paler. You aren't exactly feeling the greatest, but you're holding it down so far. Aside from that, you're still what you presume is okay.
That was good. The quality's a little. All right. We can. Let's go.
As the day has progressed. Oh, go for it. Yep.
I was just gonna say, now that we've gotten a little bit of food, is that commotion still nearby that we can go check out? You said one part of the guarded step back.
You can try looking over as far as that or trying to get through. That's up to you.
Yeah. Say, what do I got to roll?
Are you trying to look or are you trying to go through?
How close are we?
Probably where you are, there's about maybe, I'll say about 15 foot between where you all are eating and where the guard are, and in between that is a plethora of different people from a crowd.
I'll just go ahead and head through. Try to make our way up there to see what's going on.
You push through the crowd best that you can. If you wouldn't mind making another perception check.
So,
Both of us?
21.
Yes. 21.
21.
21.
15.
Lord, you look over and you see a thing of rubble, and from this you see just a whole abundance of different wooden bricks scattered about. You also see where there are these constructs also still kind of, they've made a nice little perimeter with inside where they think the center of the crater is. And past them, like you can see like right below where their legs are, you can't see their heads, but you can see bodies of what look to be like cloaked figures, and they're all kind of running around. Some hold like different things of like script and stuff like that, trying to go through and trying to siphon through and figure out what this is.
What did you say the object in the middle looked like?
You do not see the
That's
object in
right.
the middle.
Oh. Mm. Um. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Okay. Uh. And am I like close to the edge now?
You are probably, I'd say there's like maybe 2 or 3 people ahead, like in front of you. There's about maybe 3 feet. You're a lot closer than what you were previously.
I'll just try to push my way to the front. Squee wants to come too. He can. So I want to see what's going on in this giant hole. I haven't been here yet.
As you push
Yeah,
through,
I bet you do want to see what's going on in the giant hole. Sorry.
How much?
We'll make this gaper.
How much does your character weigh?
Oh, that's something you preset, wouldn't you? I would say probably like 130 something. Very, very lean elf.
How tall are you?
5'11".
he's got a whole foot on you.
Are you wearing armor?
No, just clothes.
I'm gonna jump. Can I find a bit of an opening and try to jump up and like fly hover above the crowd?
Sure, by all means.
I was gonna try to pick you up and take you with me, but that's.
Well, if he's gonna fly, is there a building we're standing next to
Oh, there's
around
a
this circle?
plethora of different buildings.
I will cast spider climb and try to climb to the tallest one.
Alright. As you climb up this one, give me just an acrobatics check of trying to get up without falling.
With spider climb?
Oh no, never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
My brain brained for a moment.
You're good, brother.
Spider climb, and you're flying.
That's concentration for an hour.
Yeah.
As you begin to ascend, you take your position on a building, and Squeeze currently, I'm gonna say you're flapping your wings to the point where you're hovering in the air. You all see, looking down this time, that the majority of what's covered now is by this huge metallic construct. But these constructs have now, let's see if they see you, as they are constructs, and they're not the ones technically. Let's see here, D&D Beyond, open up for me.
And they're in the crater looking up at us?
Yes, they have made a perimeter outside with like tower-esque shields. Just in case something like if a riot were to break out and people get past the first thing of guards, they're the ones that push back the rest.
Really hold.
That's what I'm looking for. At least if I remember, these aren't too good. D&D Beyond likes to load.
While it's loading, about how high did I climb?
The buildings themselves go, the wall is about 15 feet to 20 feet, and the buildings go past that, so you're probably about maybe 25, 30 feet.
Okay.
And let's see here. Stam. Yeah, this will be a straight roll for them. They got a 12. They are, as far as you are aware, it's just standing straight ahead. You see no movement.
Since I'm high up and can see inside, can I see what they're standing around now?
Make a perception check with advantage.
Like I've heard the news about the star, but
Same with you, Squeeze, since you are flying if you want to.
He just goes, "No, I'm sure I'm chilling."
15.
15.
I just came up here so I could poop that fish out.
Right on the chef's head.
Shit on somebody down below.
18.
18. Ed Lord, as you're looking at it, you're kind of having a hard time looking both at the simple fact that the silhouettes of cloak figures behind moving around in between the gaps of where the constructs are, plus the construct itself being in the way. Squee, however, who is I'm gonna say about maybe 10 feet away of you, just flying, free floating almost. And as one of these figures go across, the only thing he sees is, at the very least, something very small and shiny that resembles what would look like a sprout.
You see
Sprout?
anything, Squee?
It looks like some kind of plant.
What the fuck? You telling me a plant made this crater?
What's the distance from the guards to the sprout?
The outer guard is probably 10 feet from the constructs, and the constructs are within like the 5 feet range, and then the mages are right over top of the sprout.
So this crater's probably like 30 foot wide in diameter,
30,
or maybe a little
35.
bit bigger. Okay.
All you see is that it's also taken at least a very small quadrant of like part of the wall, as long with any buildings that it was underneath. It just looks like the object itself that hit the ground was relatively like a medium to maybe large size, and then when it hit it, the impact itself sent more of the like blast out a little further.
I'm gonna go perch on a building next to it.
I'll
Next,
go ahead and spider climb back down.
okay. As they are doing this, we'll turn back to the
I'm keeping an eye on him.
on Edlord.
And yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be chilling down at the edge of the building that I was standing on.
Okay.
Alrighty. As this happens, we're going to turn back to the Diddlers, as they are been escorted to another part of going into Thornhold. What are you all up to?
Prevented a letter that prevented us from getting arrested. So
Did you really have to push those guards like that? Was that necessary? I'm all for causing a problem.
I was going to say, did you want to show the guards the letter there, Thruder? Roll persuasion with advantage.
Pen.
They look at you, and just with the whole reign of what's happened, they are just completely stone-faced at this point in time. To which one of them takes the letter, gives it back, and still proceeds to tell you to move along your way.
All right, yeah, but you're gonna have to go tell the king why this issue wasn't taken care of.
As that happens, like two more kind of come both sides of him, yet again pushing you, making sure people don't. They're reinforcing the one side that has caused the most ruckus.
Can I pull Thrawn to the side and, be like, hey, since you've already caused enough commotion, why don't you, turn into like a little spider bitch and, try to maybe get somewhere so you can see what's going on in there, and then we'll walk away for right now. Can you do that?
FYI,
You're
muted.
You're muted.
Yourself.
Sorry, I muted because the dog was playing with the squeaky toy.
You're good.
Well, I'll go ahead and be like, yeah, fine, I'll do that. Let's just go somewhere so they don't see me turn into the spider and then step on me. That just, wouldn't be a good day for me. I'd be pissed. Everybody would laugh except for me, and then nobody would be laughing because I'd be crawling into people's nostrils and tearing them up. It's just a bad day. But yeah, we'll go around the corner. I'll fucking transform, and then we'll come back.
Look around and see if we see like a alley or around the corner, or like a somewhere kind of hidden.
Somewhere private.
Yeah.
As you walk the other way for a brief moment, you realize there is, like, not exactly a cacophony of alleys, but it looks like there are alleyways through certain parts of different quadrants of this bazaar. Or world.
Yeah. Well, we'll just walk into the first one then.
Alright. You walk in. You're basically like the best way to describe it is imagine two tents like back to back almost, and it's like maybe a 5 to 10 foot space in between both.
This enough area for you to do your
Yeah. This
Spider
is
spray.
enough area. I'm changing into a fucking spider. I'm not fucking.
What's your process? I'm very curious. This is the first time I've ever seen this stuff close. Do your clothes stay on? Do they not stay on?
They stay on, guy. Calm down. You're not gonna see a pile of my clothes sitting here in the alleyway.
Oh, they get spider size too?
Yeah. I'm a spider with a cloak. How about you just wait and fucking see, guy?
All right.
I'll go ahead and just fucking, and then I'll change into the spider. I will take on my spider or my fuck wild shape.
You're good.
Jesus.
You take the form. Do you want a particular spider?
Fuck. No, not really.
Do the one from Arcatine Hunger Force.
Hold on, I gotta look at this now.
It's gonna be a tiny spider that sits there and wraps like a.
Or in a
small
diaper,
child.
don't mind that.
Yeah, that's perfect actually.
As you get down to your size, you realize that what little bit of clothes you had left has formed a tiny little diaper on the back of you.
Yeah. Laugh it up, guy.
Shit his
Hey,
pants. He
I
shit his
didn't hear you
pants.
coming up with the idea, so this was the first one we had, you know. And you just happen to be the spider for the job.
Yeah.
You are now a tiny spider on the ground. Are you gonna make your way as a spider? Are you gonna have someone pick you up?
Yeah. Hey, you know what you could do to really
what's
help
that?
me out here? You could pick me up and then just kind of casually walk back to the group and then just drop me out of your hand right there, and I'll just crawl right in.
We can do that.
Fucking
You
spider.
know, so it doesn't take me a whole night to crawl from here to there. Because otherwise, otherwise we're gonna be here a minute. I don't want to do that. I imagine you don't want to do that.
Now, just hear me out. Some people don't like spiders. I don't want to cause any more commotion than we have. So, same concept, different idea. What if I put you in my pocket?
I mean, yeah, that'll work. I'm not sitting here saying you hold me out. I'm just like, you walk casually, you got a closed fist, and I'm just sitting right here in the clothes.
He didn't
And then-
specify which pocket.
Prison wallet.
Well, in
First
that
the guinea pig, now the spider.
Make an insight check.
Did you say an inside check? Hold on.
Yes.
And then, Moose, if you want to roll a persuasion or deception check, depending on if you're telling the truth or lying, you don't have to tell me which one.
But you know it's
I rolled a 13.
13, okay.
I thought he was gonna say, "But you know he's gonna be lying anyway." So
Nat 20.
As far as you can tell, you think that he's talking about his actual pocket.
Yeah, fine. We'll do that then. Just fucking don't tell the people about this, all right? But they already are starting to not like me.
All right, so I'm gonna pick him up,
Just
and
for,
as I'm hoisting him up,
just for the record, I let this go for comedic reasons. He is a spider, and you don't know how to speak to any animal there, Moose. So therefore, all you hear is a bunch of chittering.
I can speak. You can speak in wild shape.
Can you?
For 5e, I'm pretty sure you can.
Let me see here. Search.
Yeah, I'm able to speak normally in any language I know.
Okay.
all right. So I'm gonna hold my hand down, have him crawl up in my hand. As I'm hoisting, as we kind of stand back up, I'm gonna like undo the front of my pants.
Hey! What are you doing? What
I
are you
said
doing?
pocket. I said pocket. You didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't ask.
I didn't think I'd have to. You're not putting me in there. What are
There's
you
a
doing?
spider in their ass. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So I'm gonna like carry my hand over there. Hopefully, maybe he freaks out a little bit more.
He actually had his
Good
nuts
lord.
removed and had it hollowed out so he can hide coins in there.
He comes
But then,
pennies.
but then I'll just kind of hoist him up and toss him in the pocket that I have in my shirt. Like, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, very funny. Not very funny.
Completely
I'm-
above the table. If he put you in there, I was gonna have you bite his dick. I'm not gonna lie with you.
I was going to bite his dick regardless. So I'm glad we were on the same page.
We were.
He would have liked it.
He wouldn't have liked the poison that came with it.
It would have gotten swollen.
There's a reason why I was asking what type of spider. That was just my.
At that point, brown recluse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, fuck.
So I guess I get.
Continue.
It's looked at.
Brian
What?
didn't pick Brown Recluse or Black Widow.
Black Widow would
Yeah,
just kill
brown
you.
recluse has more necrotic damage.
I was gonna say Black
Yeah,
Widow. would
recluse,
kill
you just lose the part.
Yeah.
Yeah. My, you know,
The fact that he keeps wanting to kill people right now, that's why I thought Black Widow.
on the topic of brown recluses, my dad has a fucking penny-sized hole, like, just through his leg, through his right leg on his thigh from a brown recluse bite.
Ugh.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway, in
So,
in your
with-
pocket.
With him in my pocket, we'll make our way back to kind of where we were around the area, or somewhere where I can take him out and put him where he needs to go to hopefully be able to see into the crater, see what's going on.
As you come back to the crater, you are now able to get, as you get closer, the guards are on somewhat high alert for you all. At least a few of you. Some of you haven't made much of a ruckus. But as you proceed to walk back towards the crater of the front side of Thornhold, you see what looks like a pale-looking elf sitting on top of one of the buildings across about, at most, 40 to 50 feet away inside the city. And 10 feet away from him is this bird creature, to which you see the elf come back down. And the bird creature is perched up on a building beside, staring at something. You don't know what.
Hey, Thrawn, poke your head out and see if you see this. What? Make sure I'm not crazy.
Oh no, you're crazy.
Is that?
I would
that
have to. Would I roll perception for this because I was in his pocket?
I would say yes. Roll with deception because you are using your spider eyes, which I don't think they're very good at a distance.
Well, I asked.
That's 8 eyes, though.
Well, shit. That's a 14.
14.
And that means he has to roll 8 perception checks.
Failure on each eye.
I'll fucking do it.
No.
Better hope you're not rolling a disadvantage because then that's 16.
Oh, fuck.
It.
It's also
I have
16
enough
at advantage,
D20s
too.
right here.
As you see the exact same thing as one of these, as you see a bird person just perched up and staring at something, and he turns his head to look down as to where the elf went.
What the fuck? Yeah. Okay. Are you talking about the guy on the fucking roof over there? The bird?
Is it a fucking bird?
It's a big ass bird, dude. That's fucking huge. What is that guy doing?
I don't know. I think it might be in our best interest for you to maybe go see what that is.
Look. Let's focus on the task at hand here, and then we'll go figure out what this bird guy's up to. Okay.
Fine.
But also, I don't want to do it while I'm a spider, given that it's a bird. I'd rather not get swallowed today. I know that's your thing. It's not really my thing, you know.
Where you happen to have a diaper on as a spider. I'm pretty sure nobody's just gonna up and eat a spider that has possibly shit its pants.
Bold of you to assume that the bird would give a second thought about the diaper.
Sure.
You're putting a lot of faith in that bird being very intelligent, of which I doubt.
We can
I guess I'll...
digest bone, but you'd be surprised. Diapers? Not good.
Not good.
That gelatin that's on the inside that absorbs all the fluid really isn't good for you guys, huh?
I guess I'll take him out of my pocket and put him up to where he can cling onto the wall or, whatever's near.
You put him on part of the wall, and he sticks to the wall like any normal spider does, and starts climbing up. Are you climbing up to the tip top, or are you just climbing straight over to where the wall is like destroyed and you can see down further?
I'll crawl straight up to the top just so I've got like the best sight that I can.
As you come crescent over the top, you now see that there are not exactly a plethora, but there are a handful of different guards up here with crossbows, kind of keeping an eye of where everybody else is. And they've taken interest to the two individuals that one has climbed on the roof and fallen down, while the other one is still kind of perched as they are. So basically their backs are kind of turned to you, as they're just kind of both still keeping a wide range of watching how the opening of this is going.
Right. I'll take note of them, but I'm going to move forward and just kind of like go about what I was trying to do at first, which is just see what's in the center of this crater.
Make me a perception check, this time at disadvantage again.
Fuck. That is a 7.
You can only see the huge constructs, and you can just barely make out feet underneath those constructs that look like people or other creatures are moving right behind them, and that's all you see.
Well, I guess, I can climb down the wall on the front side, try to get a little closer to it.
Go for it.
See what I can see.
This time I'm going to have you roll a stealth check as a spider, since you're going right around one of the guards. He's going to make a perception check.
I don't think he's winning this. That's a 19 plus 3.
So 22?
Yeah. Good thing you're good at math.
D&D Beyond. You're messing with me here. There it is right there. So the only way he's going to get this... No, he does not see you. He rolled a 14. He has no modifier.
Hooray! Fuck you, guard.
As he's too focused on these two individuals, you skitter across, kind of underneath his leg, crawl up, and being up here, he's no stranger to seeing different types of critters and insects, and he just watches you skitter past.
I'm just gonna he doesn't notice, but I'm kind of just like, fuck you.
One leg up.
Yeah, one leg up. One leg up. I know what I'm doing. He doesn't know what I'm doing.
One leg up with like those weird tarantula claw just hold out, and like you just don't know if it's a middle finger or not, but it's just
yeah. It might
just
be.
wave to me. What the hell?
I'm doing the shaka bro right now.
Make your way down the wall. As you make your way down the wall, you are about halfway through when you start to see most of the mages from earlier before and stuff that were trying to help out that recede back in, and the guards kind of resume another perimeter of walking around. You look down. If you would make just a regular perception check this time.
I have to step out for just a few minutes. I'll be back.
Go for it.
All right.
Ooh, that was a 15.
As you look down, you see this glowing little sprout.
No.
As far as that's all you can glean up from it. As
A glowing sprout.
As a pair of legs kind of keep muddling in between and kind of blocking the way as they walk around, and that's about it.
Let me look at something real fast. I
will say, since you are a druid, if you want to do a nature check to see.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was seeing if I could do anything to give myself a bonus to that, but it doesn't seem like it. But yeah, I'll go for a nature check right quick.
I will say for this one, it will be at disadvantage.
Okay, that is a. God, why can't they just do this alphabetically? I hate them. It is, but it's not. Fuck it. 8 plus 3. What is
11.
that? 9 to. Yeah, 11. Sorry.
You're good.
Quit laughing at me.
You have seen a plethora of different things among nature, being a druid and coming from the forest that you came from. This, however, strikes you as odd. You, as far as you can tell, looking at it, looks just like a normal sprout, but the fact that it is glowing, it means something has either happened to it or it was something that is not of this world.
Well, is there any chance I could get closer to it, or is it just too crowded for me to be able to squeeze through?
You can try, but the stealth checks will get to disadvantage and the DCs will get higher.
Yeah, I don't think I want to try that then. Uh, let's see. We'll just I'll just like take a really extra second. I'll focus on it. I'll commit it to memory. I like just all of the details. It's glowing. I can see that it's more plant-like than anything else. And then I'm probably just gonna try to get back out the way I came in.
Okay. You crawl back up. The guard's still none the wiser. You just crawl all the way back. Moose, are you still at the wall that you dropped him off at?
Yeah, I was debating on what I want to do, but yeah, I'll be there waiting for him to come back down.
I was actually going to ask too, are all of them standing there at the wall? Me or Squee have noticed them?
I would think if you wanted to try to perceive them, you all can roll perception at disadvantage, but since you all were looking more at the thing, you might have confused them as part of the crowd.
Okay. I'll let it play on.
That, and since he put the spider behind the wall, more than likely you wouldn't see him at all.
That's what I didn't know which side of the wall we were on. I was more curious if we saw him like walk up.
To get
Go back to
a thing of perspective, you all are basically inside the walls of Thornhold. You all are on the buildings. They are still technically outside the wall with like the bazaar and different like traders and stuff coming by.
Oh, okay. So we're city side there, market.
Yeah. They are just like right outside the gate of Thornhold, basically.
My mind's eye has been corrected. I can see clearly.
But Thrawn comes back down, still in spider form, and crawls right back up onto your shoulder, and I assume back into your breast pocket.
Yeah, and then I guess I would assume he would tell me.
Sorry, looking at something on the dog's leg.
You're good.
So you're back in my pocket now.
Perfect. I'm gonna describe in as much detail as I possibly can to him what I saw.
As
you didn't know what kind of plant it was?
As you describe
what
it to
going
him.
on there?
I know old Pineapple's not here, but Akra, do you want to do anything while all this is happening at all?
I'm going to patiently and angrily be waiting.
And then I'll say old Pineapple's got his arms crossed, staring off into the distance since he's not here at the moment.
It's fair.
The barbarian in him, all his intelligence went to 0 for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So the glowing plant you say that was in there, what is it?
I don't know. Dude, I'm from like the most mystical fucking forest that the
And
elves
it's a
could
glowing
possibly
plant.
be from.
Is that
Yeah.
not mystical?
Well, listen, motherfucker, if you'd let me finish my sentence, I've never seen anything like that. Like we have things that glow, but not like that's a magical glow. Like that's bad.
I will say,
We
since you described it to him, Moose, make a nature check with disadvantage as well.
Sturdy. disadvantage?
Mhm.
Oh, oh my god.
Is it the conundrum of a nat 20 and a nat 1?
A nat 20 and a 2.
You start to wonder if you know what a plant is. You've heard about them, but you, for some reason, are very perplexed as to what they could be.
Herbivorous plants? Huh.
Am I a plant?
You are not a plant.
Photosynthesize.
I hate the fact that you said that because the first thing that came to my mind was Adam West hitting himself and causing a bloody nose, and he's like, I'm a tomato.
Why do I know what
think
you're
if a
talking
one
about?
happened, that's what it would have been.
Oh my god. So, all right. Well, obviously we need to see whatever you said was in there. I can't think of it right now. I think maybe better. Wow. I think maybe we better maybe go find the other guys and tell them what's going on.
I agree. I think that's a swell idea.
I'm so happy you agree. Do you want to stay in Spider? Or do you want to go back and put your big boy pants on?
Yeah, let's go back to the alleyway first so that I can transform. You know, it'd be kind of awkward if I wouldn't want to tear your shirt pocket. You know.
Context, but okay. I guess we'll walk back to that where we wait for him to transform, and I'll let him do his thing.
As this is all happening, I will say that the day is starting to get right around, using your own local time, about maybe 3, 4, 5 o'clock ish. You're getting to that part of where it's turning evening.
Yeah.
Would you all like to look
Come
for...
back and Michi's got a shit-eating grin. What did he do?
I don't know, but I forgot what a plan is.
Yeah. So to get. Oh well, we're gonna tell you in a second anyway. So yeah, we get back to the alley. I am back in elf form.
You still have your diaper on? Is that how that works?
No, that's only Spider for me that's got the diaper. Listen, it's just for stealth purposes, right? You know, if I shit, I don't want the droppings getting on
He
anybody.
just wanted to give him away.
Yeah, so
The spider shit strength?
listen, there's some very perceptive people out there that would notice spider shit, okay?
I'm going to say off your previous nature check, you have no idea what spider shit even looks like.
That's fair.
You don't even know if they do shit.
Pineapple out of game, he rolled a 2.
Nice.
He rolled a nat 20 and then rolled a 2 because he had disadvantage.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He almost knew what a plant was. Almost knew everything about it.
He almost knew all he could have known.
Almost.
He's like, yeah. He was almost like, yeah. Actually, I fucking read an almanac about fucking plants once.
The gears just spin too fast and dink.
Instead, he took the book and fucking, shoved it somewhere on somebody else.
I guess we'll should we make our way back and tell everybody else now?
Yeah.
What you have seen?
Yeah, I say we get back to them. They probably will want to know. Should we also tell them about the bird, or are we keeping that to ourselves?
No, I feel like we should. The bird's weird. I'm intrigued. The bird's weird, but I'm intrigued.
The bird is very weird.
Your weird is different than my weird. We're not. Yeah.
As this is happening, everybody, you start to see the crowd dissipate a little more as it obviously turning evening. Everyone's starting to go home, go to wherever they
Go home, go bed.
Yeah, pretty much where they lay their head and stuff like that. And at the time being, this will be the end of this session. As you all are basically making your way through Thornhold, some of you figuring out a whole new land, while others have been in Thornhold for a hot moment.
And some need to go back to school to figure out what plants are, apparently.
I just couldn't believe that. I was like, dadgummit.
Dude, the level of skill it takes to roll a nat 20 and then to roll right after that
But it
a
would have been
nat
so
1.
much better if it had been. What was it, a nat
Or,
1?
or a 2.
was a 2.
Sorry.
I said
It
it
was
would have
a-
been so much better had it been a nat 20 and then a nat 1.
Yeah.
He's just like,
That's just a complete and total fail.
hit the 2, and he was just like, yeah, you forgot what a plane is. You know, he's like,
I mean, aside
What
from
does that word mean?
aside from that, it's like the lowest you can get besides a nat 1, which a nat 1, I'm just gonna be like, you think plants are cinder blocks and cement? Oh lordy.
Okay, look here, you bougie bitch. Put the fucking, just drink it and put the glass down.
What am I doing now? Oh, I thought you were talking about Whitty for a moment. I was like, what did you put in chat?
No, no, he's over there just swirling and.
at least my pinky was down.
Pinky out.
Yeah, baby.
But
What are you, a communist?
I will be right back.
Alright, man.
Well, bam. Alrighty, everybody. A little shorter session this time, just for the simple fact that one, it is a Sunday night, and two, I still have to make lunch and a whole plethora of other stuff. I gotta clean myself up, that, and I want to spend some time with the girlfriend who's been patiently waiting in there watching YouTubes and sending me Instagram reels. But other than that, I hope you all have a fantastic night, day, whatever it may be. If you want to know when we stream this, by all means, feel free to join the cult, !cult. Exclamation Discord if you want to know my Discord. I stream a variety of different things besides D&D, but I tried to make a big thing for D&D. Simple fact that, one, it involves a lot of people. Don't tell me what to do. Do it. Emperor Palpatine there, Witty. But other than that, thank you all so much for sitting here and either being here for the chaos and the hilarity or the semi-serious moments. So we get to see where they go next. And I get to try to make things up on the spot or figure them out as I go along as I type more of this stuff. But other than that, you all take it easy. Keep being awesome. Not only to yourselves, but to each other. I've been talking too much tonight. But you all take it easy. Much love. Bye-bye.